Okay, everyone, we could start the press conference. First of all, I want to wish you all welcome to Ruka. It's nice to see you all. And I hope everyone is doing good. My name is Sine Dyrhaug, and I'm the new media coordinator for FIS. Some might call me the new Doris, but that's up to you. We're having a press conference here today, so it's enough about me. Let's start with the athletes. And since Jasmine has the home court advance, we'll start with you. Tomorrow is the first World Cup race for the season, and you're racing on your home court. How is the nerves?
Of course, it's really exciting, but I think we've been preparing pretty well, so it's going to be really nice to get to ski in Ruka.
You had some great sprint results, especially in the 2021 season. Is it sprint that has the most focus on this season?
Of course, I want to ski fast in 10K and in relay too, so I think we've been preparing also for the longer distances as well.
And what about the Finnish girls, the rest, or the Finnish group? How's the spirit and the motivation in the group just before you're racing on your home court tomorrow?
We have really fast sprinters in our team, so I think it's going to be really good results for the whole team, and also the guys are fast, so looking forward.
Thank you, Jasmine. Then we take Ebba. You had a great start in Bruksvallarna last weekend, where you won. What is your expectation for the season opening with everyone at the start line?
Just as Jasmine said, I am excited to kick off the World Cup season, and it feels good to be here in Ruka.
Not having Therese at the starting line tomorrow, how would that be? Is the Swedish girl ready to take over the throne?
I think we are prepared, all the girls in the team, but for sure we will miss Teresa out there.
This season there are some changes in the equal distances. Did your training or preparation change for that reason?
My ambition has just to be good prepared for what kind of distance we are standing for, and I think that it feels good, and for me it is, I am satisfied that we also get to ski 20K.
Cool. The Swedish girls, I also have to ask about them, because you had a great season last year. How's the spirit in your group just before a new season ahead?
I think we are a strong team, and we all are looking forward to do our very best here and to do our very best during the whole season.
Okay. Rikard, are you ready for some questions? Yeah, good. You had a great end of the season last year when you got your first World Cup victory, and we won, and you also won the Sprint Globe. Let's just go back a bit to that moment. How was that for you?
It was very great. It was a good day for the world French ski team. The first victory for me and the first Crystal Globe. It was a good day. Yeah.
New season ahead, and tomorrow is the sprint first race. What is your thoughts about the sprint tomorrow?
I think the sprint tomorrow will be very tough. Many skiers are fast, like Clever, very fast. So I'm not sure to be to be in very good shape. So I hope a good result.
So if you're going to guess who will win of you two?
I hope me, but we'll see.
Good. And about the season, what is your main goal for the season?
For me, the goal is very. It's important to have a medal in World Championships. So Planica is the goal.
And for the rest of the team, you guys have been in Davos preparing. How does it look, and how does your team look just before the season starts?
Yeah, we had a great summer training. I think we have fast young guys like Chapaz, Chotan, Shelly. I think the French ski team is it's in good shape.
Thank you. Then, Johannes, it's been a lot of questions and regarding your hamstring, but it's very good to see you here. How do you feel, actually?
Yeah. First of all, it's great to be here, my shape is okay. I think the hamstring has definitely been better, but now the last 2 weeks we have been working really a lot to see if we can get rid of the pains and the injury, and I think we have made progress. Still a little bit of an achiness there when I'm skiing, especially classic sprint, but the goal now is to be on the starting line tomorrow and do the first classic sprint of the year, and also to see how things feels. I'm pretty curious about how it will look and how the sprint shape is. Haven't been doing much sprint related training since the Olympics, so I think that can be a tough one, but I will just go out there and do my very best tomorrow, and then we'll see.
And last weekend you raced in Beitostølen. You won the two races there. Tell us a bit what's your main goal for the season.
I think the main goal is definitely Tour de Ski and also the World Championship. I think that over the last years that it has been, after 2 years now with COVID and everything, last year the Olympics was totally the goal, and now it's finally time to do some more focus on the World Cups, but also the World Championship here in Europe and everything. So I'm looking forward to that, and that is the main goal, and I will just do everything I can to be as well prepared as I can to the championship.
On Saturday, the 10K is back on the program. It hasn't been since 1st of January 2017. You raced it last weekend, so you tried it, but how do you like it?
I like it quite a lot, I guess. So I think it's fun that we now are supposed to do the same distances. 10K is, I guess a lot of people will think that is an easy race, but it's actually pretty hard. You just need to open way harder than you need to do in a 15K, and so I'm really looking forward for a 10K, and I think that it will be a really cool track. I have only been doing 15K here in Classic, so really curious about how things feels and how hard you need to open here in a 10K, but I guess we will be tired as well in a 10K here.
Perfect. Thank you. That was my question. So if anyone wants to ask something more, please raise your hand and then we will come with a mic for you.
Hello, I have questions for Johannes and Richard both. But first, Johannes, you decided that you want to train outside the national team. Why did you make that decision?
I think it's important to say that I'm still a part of the national team, though. It's just that I have been having more focus on the altitude training this season. I think that after last year, I really liked to train in altitude and really like how my body and shape felt after days and weeks in the altitude. So my decision about training more in the altitude comes because I have a long-term goal, which is the World Championship back in Trondheim. That is no altitude though, but I think that can be a little bit of an edge there. So I think that is the reason, and yeah, I think my training has been good when it comes to what I have been able to do, and yeah, I think probably this year has been really good for me to be in the altitude because I haven't been able, actually could be able to do a lot of training with the other guys anyhow because of the hamstring injury. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that we made the right decision, and I like altitude and like to do those type of trainings. So yeah, I guess I will just continue that part.
I saw in the FIS video that you said Ruka is one of your favorite World Cup races. What are your favorite things about Finnish races, Finland, Finnish people, all that?
Yeah, I love to race in Finland. It's always really good atmosphere here. A lot of people are cheering for us and all those kind of things. So yeah, I love to race here, and especially here in Ruka was my first World Cup podium here. I can't remember, it's quite many years ago, and yeah, I just earlier at least I loved the last uphill. I'm not sure if I do the same this year, but normally I think the last uphill here is a lot of fun and it's really cool track. So yeah, I'm looking forward for the races here and to see all the people cheering for us.
Yes, and the next one is for Ricard. I saw you last year in Holmenkollen. You ate a sausage one spectator gave you. What was behind that? Was it spontaneous? Do you want me to repeat? Yeah. Last year in Holmenkollen, I saw you ate a sausage one spectator gave you. Was it spontaneous or?
Yeah, totally. Some French guy was on just for the track. He gave me a sausage, so I take it.
Did you have any comments from the fans or teammates about that?
A lot, but good.
You've been third and fourth in Ruka previously. Why is the track good for you?
It's good because I like the last uphill in Classic, and it's in the first sprint of the season, so I'm always excited about it. I love the sprint in Classic, so I like Ruka.
Yes, thank you, both of you.
Anyone else? Okay. Then I think we have what we want to. Then I say thank you to you guys. Good luck tomorrow. And then we will get our new racing director up just to have a few questions with him about the new season. Thank you. Back? Yeah, I got this. Okay. Then we'll have some few questions for our new racing director, Michael. We could start with what's the World Cup calendar like? We could start there.
Thank you, and first of all, Hello everyone. Welcome in Ruka at the Nordic opening. I think we are all excited about the season to start tomorrow. We saw the athletes before, so I think everyone can feel the vibe and the excitement. So it's great to be here. I think first of all it's important to say that despite the difficult weather situation in Scandinavia also, we are really happy and lucky that we can have a full program here in Ruka without changes. The OC did a great job with producing enough snow to have a 5K for interval start and for the rest of the courses, so they really deserve respect and big thank you. About the season which is ahead of us, I think when we have a look at the calendar itself, I believe it's one of the best World Cup calendars we've had since a few years. I think in many ways it's coming very close to the athlete's ideal calendar, which we once asked about. We have a lot of venues with 3 events, like here in Ruka, like in Lillehammer, like in Beitostølen. So in total we have 7 weekends when we will race Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's worth the effort to travel to World Cup venues, so I think it's a very positive thing. We also have, I think, quite a good logistics when it comes to traveling from place to place. So the sustainability is one of the priorities. And comparing to years before, we have also more team events than we used to have. We have 5 in total. We have 2 mixed relays. We have 1 relay. We have 2 team sprints. So I believe we have a very good program, very good World Cup ahead of us, and hopefully if the weather allows and we have good snow conditions and all the other factors will play not against us like in the seasons before, but with us, then I hope we will have the whole season as planned.
And for these seasons we have some changes, so maybe you can take us through some of them.
Yeah, of course. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm pretty sure everyone is aware of the biggest changes. For sure, the most important one is the equal distances for women and men, which we are having on the World Cup this season. So I think it's really a historic season in that regard, and I believe that it will be for the good of the sport. So that's, I think, the biggest change. Another historic moment will for sure be 50K Holmenkollen for the women. So for the first time ever, we will have a first woman winner of Holmenkollen 50K, our most iconic race. So I think that's going to be one of the season highlights. And then some things which already have been mentioned also by the athletes and commented about. It's the update of the World Cup point system. We will give World Cup points to top 50 athletes and not top 30 as before. There will be a little bit reduced gaps between the top 4 especially, but still 100 points for the winner. And we believe by doing this, we will keep the interest and the fight for the overall World Cup win longer, ideally until the last races of the season. So it will be exciting to watch for spectators on site, on TV, the races, and it will be exciting for the athletes to have something to fight for also after the World Championships. So I think it is a good change. And as a reward, we as well have an increase of the prize money. It is not only in World Cup cross-country, but in all FIS disciplines. So there is a 10% increase of all the prize money, and the cross-country committee decided to collect this increase and put it in the overall pot for the overall World Cup standing at the end of the season, and to distribute to change from top 10 to top 20 overall World Cup standing. And if we have all the races as planned, we will have 200,010 Swiss francs to be distributed per gender. So it will be as well a reward for athletes who will compete and who will find their placing in the overall World Cup standing. So some changes, I think, ahead of us. We will, of course, carefully evaluate all of them. but all the changes which were made by the cross-country committee and confirmed by the council, we believe are for the good of the sport and for development of cross-country skiing in a good way.
Thank you, Michael. Is there anyone who wants to ask Michael a question?
Hi, my name is Frederick. I'm from NRK. I was just wondering about the snow situation in Europe right now. There's already been a World Cup that's moved to Livigno, and there's been some changes at Lillehammer. Do you see any potential risks or threats to the upcoming World Cups in terms of not being arranged, or is there enough snow in storage, for example?
No, I don't think so. I think we will have the events in venues as planned. I'm not sure if we will have the courses as planned. But we have, before every event, we have a snow control day. So after the team captains meeting today, we have a snow control call with Beitostullen. So to answer your question, I believe we will have the events until Tour de Ski, because then it's still a long way after that, but until Tour de Ski as planned. You mentioned Lillehammer. Yes, we were forced to go to the biathlon stadium and the courses for obvious reasons. And we will see if we will have to make any adjustments in Beitostullen. But I believe, at least as I say, next events should be safe.
Anyone else? Doesn't look like it. So, Michael, thank you. And everyone, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you and enjoy the season.